Hey, Nikos, how are you?
Fine, fine. I'm good.
Wonderful. So how was your day so far?
Pretty busy, believe me.
Good, Nikos. So, Nikos, your debut album, War on Earth, is going to be released on May 15th. So can you tell me a bit about the songwriting and production behind this new album?
Well, it's something new, an idea I had during the quarantine, during the pandemic for the COVID. And I was searching for, the time to do something different than my job or to kill my time anyway. So I had plenty of time and I decided to relive my teenage years. So I remember when I used to play music, I started something very shy and I will never expect to be on an album or to create a band. I just started to compose some songs because it was like a psychotherapy for me during that very difficult period for everybody. And, it was the first step. And then we've done a lot of steps until now, and we're ready for the release of our album, of War on Earth. It's a dream. It's a childish dream, that it's becoming true.
That's
I
amazing.
can't really believe when I will have the CD on my hands. I don't know how I'm going to react. It's something crazy. If you will ask me or anybody 3 years ago, what I will think about that, I would say you're crazy. but now it's true, and I'm really proud. I'm really proud and happy.
Wonderful. I'm so happy for you, Nikos. Wonderful job. And did you put some kind of concept behind this album?
Yeah, it's a sci-fi story. It's a concept. The album we wanted to have a musical experience for the fan, not just to release a metal album. So I decided to write a story. It was a TV series called Defiance that influenced me very much. It's a sci-fi series about aliens and humans living together on planet Earth. It was my basis for my story, but I have the feeling that now that the war in Ukraine is happening, everybody is watching all these terrible images, that it's something that connects, this imaginary story with the present, with the things we are living, the things we are thinking. And although we are an epic metal band and obviously it's about battles and everything, the concept, my message is an anti-war message, a peaceful message. And I never had in my mind Ukraine or Russia. It was far away when I composed the songs. But when I'm listening to the songs now and I'm listening to the lyrics, and I don't know, it's pretty close, what the Ukrainians are living this period with what I had in my mind. So, okay, we are an epic metal band. Okay, we are playing metal, but we want to spread the news that we don't want war. We want peace. We want something different.
It's true. It's true. And talking about the cover art of the album, you have put up a fascinating art for this album. So can you tell me a bit about the making of this theme of the art?
Yeah, it's a very talented guy in Indonesia called Mohammed. And I've seen some works he's done mainly for Asian bands, Asian metal bands. It's not very easy in Indonesia also to be a metalhead. But I like his work, his way of thinking. He has fantasy, he's skillful. So we talk about it, and he managed to create the image I had in my mind for our artwork, and it's something incredible. It's exactly what I had in my mind when I talked to him and I asked him something. So there are some hidden points in the artwork, maybe someone that will take some time to examine is going to see some things very interesting. But it was also a tribute to my favorite band,
I
Iron
imagine.
Maiden. Yeah, uh, it's like our somewhere in time,
Yeah,
artwork.
yeah. Great album, I would say. Amazing album that was. Yeah. Wonderful, wonderful, Nikos. And being your dream project and something that has come true in your life. So do you have any special plans on the day of the release?
Well, we are a metal project. We are not a metal band. Everybody's working, we have normal jobs and everything. I'm a generalist. So it's pretty difficult to have a band, especially at that time of my age. I'm nearly 40, so I do have a family. I do have my work. I don't think it's something that's going to be true. I mean, to have a real band, to have concerts, to tour in Greece or in Europe or anywhere. Also, it will be very expensive because we are a lot of people around the world. I mean, our singer is living in London, and we have another singer in Nashville, in the States, and another guitarist in Australia, and another singer he's living in Chile. So it's kind of difficult to be all together and to do something. But for the moment, the next dream is for the fans. It will be a dream to become to the fans that would like our project, our work, our music. Even if one fan is satisfied with our work, then we will be very happy.
That's amazing. And you, like you said, you have brought a lot of vocalists from around the world. So how it was like to work along with them with long distances, and how did you made it all come true?
Real pain and a headache, believe me. Okay, my job helped me because as a journalist, I'm doing this kind of stuff. But it was very difficult to coordinate everyone, to be on the deadlines, and to talk with a lot of people in different areas of the planet. But on the other side, it was very interesting because I met people all around the world. So now I have a friend in South America, I have a friend in Oceania, I have a friend in the United States, in Europe. One of our singers is living in Italy, another is in Germany. It was something beautiful, to unite all these nations, all these different cultures, because I realized during all this procedure that, heavy metal is a universal language. So all we need is our music, it's metal. Either I live in Athens or in New York or in Sydney, we have heavy metal, so we can communicate and we all speak the same language.
Absolutely. It is quite a good media to connect people everywhere. That's so amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
And talking about this album, 11 amazing songs, heavy metal anthems with a lot of melodies and orchestration, with an amazing progression of music that you have put together in this album. Great work from you. And how,
Yeah.
as a creator of this music, how do you feel about the outcome?
Well, it was something natural, when I composed the music, although I never played my keyboards for 20 or something years. It's true. It was in my garage, and I never played anything. So I almost forgot to play music. It was something natural, like a bicycle. So we wanted to compose and to give to the fans something fresh, something different, not to be a copy, not to be another band. Okay, in Greece, we do love Iron Maiden a lot. So unfortunately, a lot of Greek bands had this mistake in the past, not now, to follow the steps of Iron Maiden and to sound like the gods of heavy metal. So it's not easy, it's not nice. We wanted to have our own musical identity. I have the feeling that we do have it. Okay, we all have influences. We are fans. First of all, we're listening to music. But I really tried, and I'm proud of it, that we have our own musical identity. When you're going to listen to War on Earth, okay, you might think of Royal Hunt or Rhapsody or Manor, or maybe in some parts, because we're an epic metal band, but we don't copy them. We try to progress the music and to put, our mark on our music, to have a stamp, and for the fun in the future to say, okay, this is Battle Symphony. I can listen to Battle Symphony.
Sounds good. Sounds good. And how do you look into the future of the band?
Well, I do have a lot of plans, because 20 years, it's been a long time. Since I was a teenager, I had a small band, and then, all the things in life. So I do have a lot of time to catch up. And I'm thinking for a second album, of course, something similar, but not with the same artists. Of course, I'm thinking of something bigger, with more guests, but it's very soon to make plans. My first plan is to take the CD on my hands. I'm really looking forward to it, and for the fans, I want the fans to listen to it, to be open-minded, and if they're going to like even one song of Battle Symphony, I will be happy.
Sounds good. Sounds good. And having a band name of Battle Symphony, so there will be some kind of concept that you have to be focusing on in upcoming works. So will it be coincide with something related to battle, or it's going to be a different thing in the future?
Well, it's not necessary to be battle. Battle is something we battle every day with ourselves, with the society. So it's not necessary to talk about battles and to be this kind of story in the future. Maybe it's going to be something more sensitive in a different way. I really don't know about the next project. I do have some things in my mind. I'm really confused this period, but when the time will come, I'm gonna write something different. It's not going to be another sci-fi story for sure.
Yeah, sounds good. And do you plan to make some music videos from this album?
Yeah, we already have one music video, a lyric video.
Yep.
Fire on Earth. In a few days, we're going to release our second single called Soul Survivors. I would like to have a musical video. It's expensive.
Yeah.
Fortunately, because it's a great guy, but unfortunately, they don't have a big budget. We are in a small label, so we don't have a lot of budget to do something that will amaze people. But I don't think that nowadays, we're not in the days of MTV and all this stuff. So a lyric video, I think it's enough for the fan to really listen to the music, even if it's only a simple video. Music and lyrics makes the difference. So the fans, if they're going to listen something that they will like, then they will like it because it's your music, not because you are beautiful or you have a spectacular video.
True. And since this album, War on Earth, has a sci-fi kind of story behind it, do you plan to do some kind of illustration or some kind of writings for this album?
Well, yeah, to be honest, yes. But it's again the thing with the budget and everything that stops me to fulfill all my plans.
I understand this. Understand. And is there any big dreams that is on your mind?
About the band?
About the band, yes, the future, something you have, something big on your mind.
Well, I learned to be realistic, to to walk, very safely. So at my 40s, I don't dream. I just try to live the moment, and this moment is great for me. It's something that I would never really imagine that will happen, but everything happens in life, and believe me, I'm 40 years old, and I managed to have a metal album. Um, I was 19 years old when I had a metal band.
Oh,
Uh, and it's been a long of time. I was disappointed. We split up, and I thought I would never play music again and everything. And I really thought about it. And during this period, and I never put myself in the position of a musician. I was always a fan. I was always enjoying music. But you can never plan your future.
yeah.
Future can only make plans for you.
It's true, very true, very true. And now you have an amazing album of 11 amazing songs, like I said earlier. Do you plan to make this as a full-time band, like you bring in more members into the band?
Definitely. And I'm already looking and making scouting. And I like to listen to young musicians and singers, people that are not on YouTube with a million of views, and to find the next big thing in the metal scene. So I would like in the next album and maybe if we're going to have a live concert, to have some young guys or ladies, I don't really know, that people don't know them, and we would like through Battle Symphony to introduce them to a larger crowd. But first of all, we have to be introduced to this crowd.
Absolutely, absolutely. And because finally, do you want to give some message to your fans and the people who are new to Battle Symphony?
Well, I thank everybody for giving us a chance, and you, of course, to be introduced to the metal scene, to the metal fans, and we are really happy that we are now members of the whole metal scene. We are proud that here in Greece, we can compete with other greater bands. I think Greece's metal scene is the next big thing in Europe, and people is going to realize it very soon. It's amazing talent. I'm not talking about Battle Symphony, about other bands. And I can live and I can smell, this talent and this anticipation the Greek metal musicians have. I'm thinking that maybe in the next 5 or 10 years, Greece is going to be something huge in metal. And we hope to be just a small part of it. We'll be very happy. I hope the fans will enjoy War on Earth. We did everything we could in order to give something fresh, something not new. We didn't discover, the wheel, but something that people will enjoy. It's a musical experience, as we'd like to say. And please focus in the lyrics also, not only on music, because it's a concept album. I can understand that concepts are not very easy for people to understand them, but it's not very complicated, sorry. And we are really happy we are here. Battle Symphony are here at last.
Wonderful, wonderful, Nikos. And Nikos, I want to thank you so much for giving me today this wonderful opportunity to meet you and have this wonderful interview with you. And thank you for coming and giving us an amazing album this year, a great album again. And it's a real pleasure to listen to this album. And I believe a lot of people will enjoy the music that you have created. And thank you for the music. And I wish you all the best and hope to see more music from you in the coming days.
Thank you for your kind words and your help and for everything. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Nikos. And you have a great evening out there. Take care of yourself.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.